I think we're live. I think maybe we'll see. We'll see. Let's just double check. I'll wait for my phone to catch up. I think maybe we'll see. Hopefully. 1440. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, seems to be fine my end. We'll adjust the audio later on as we go through. Anyway, right. Good evening, guys. Welcome. It's hi Southwest Trains. Welcome. It's 6:30, and I've managed to download Trains of the World 6 with all the UK stuff. And we're gonna basically have a little fiddle about and a little play. Really. First off, I've got a bit of a cold, so sorry for any sniffling or anything like that. As well as that, just a little disclaimer, like I like to do. I'm very proud to work for a certain green train operating company, and it just so happens that my neck of the woods is built, or the stretch of route that I also work on is featured in the game. So I'm going to be going through the lens of, well, I'm going to be judging it based on what I do every single day, pretty much. So we're going to see how spot on it is, any issues and stuff like that, and I'll try and be as well. We'll see. I watched the stream yesterday, and it wasn't too bad, dare I say. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Also, I don't know if my controllers will work, but we'll give it a go. Anyway, 387 scenario, or on the timetable. I was quite happy with the IET. The 150 stuff, I couldn't judge because their streams I find are so hit or miss. You get some nice, decent streams where they show off stuff, and then other streams where it's just all over the place. The Voyager as well, I know people were really hyped for. It's not my... I have no idea. I don't work on them daily, so we'll see. We'll have a little play. I'm gonna do some more route learning vids on Southwest on Train Sim Classic. I'll see. It's difficult. With work mainly. The railways are very demanding and very constant industry. So we'll see. Anyway, right. Let's have a go in the 150 because this is basically my bread and butter. This unit. We'll go sort of midday. We will, and we'll do an all stops one. Do a nice all stops one, and we'll see how we go. Obviously there's no mods, but hopefully mod support and stuff like that gets all supported quite quickly. Like God mode is what I like. Just so I can have a bigger FOV. So yeah. Anyway, right. We'll see if my controllers work. So they might. I'm not too sure. They seem to be detected and stuff like that. But just for reference, here's our Westinghouse or our Sprinter brake, and then I've got PBC. I'm waiting on the new one to come. So we'll try these out, see if they work. If they don't, then we'll go back to normal boring keyboard and mouse, but I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that it does work. And then I'll just give you guys the raw impressions, and we'll see how good it is. Right, so let's go. I'm quite sort of nervous. Let's go. Okay, right. Let's key in. Do these work? Oh, I don't think they will. Hold on. Let me actually just restart the software. No. Let me just try Trains of the World 5. Ooh. Give me a sec. Yeah, no. No. Alright, we're doing it old school for now then, sadly. Because the software ain't going to work, which I'm not too surprised about because it's not officially supported for Trains of the World 6 yet. So we'll do it old school way, keyboard and mouse. Anyway, let's get underway. So we'll First we'll go and get ourselves keyed in. Let's have keyed in. Pop our headlights on. And we'll open up the doors on the side. Right, I'm going to put you in step 2. Hate how stiff that brake is. Let's have a little look. So, this is the new refurbed cab version of... Hi Jamie, alright. So this is the newly refurbed one. So our spec is... well, this is the new standard. So when our unit's going for C6 at Wolverton, they come out with these new cabs, and it's all right. It's nice. It's nice to see. So yeah, yeah, it seems to be based on. I was going to say a. I don't know why the light's on. I was going to say an Angel's version, Angel Trains version, but it's not. This desk would be totally different if it was an Angel one. It's a supported one. Anyway, right. We should be all stops. Yes, all stops. Happy days, and we'll give it a go. See how she performs. I'm going to put the window down like I normally do. I like the brake.
The next station is Exeter St Thomas. This is a Great Western Railway service to Paynton.
Nah. I'm not a fan of the AI announcements. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna turn them down. Onboard announcements. Change the volume of onboard announcements. So really, in the cab, you can only hear the announcements via the train effects. So this little speaker here, you can hear like the guard talking through it. And you can hear the little announcements, but they're so quiet because 150s are quite noisy in general. They haven't got the same isolation as like an IET, for example. So we'll stick this down. Platform announcements will keep on. All train announcements. If a train should, I try and have realism. So if a train shouldn't have them, then I don't know why. But some people like that. So we'll see. It's nice that you've got the customization there. So we're 4, aren't we? Yes, we are. Right, let's go. She looks nice. It hasn't got that. So if I shut off. So my audio on. So if I put it straight in the 7. Yeah, it's not got the grunt that they'll have. Like the engine sort of, but it sort of has like a roars. The 156 from AP is a good representation of that. Am I going to do Flying Scotland? I don't know. Don't know whether I will or not. Let's see how the brakes are. Too shabby. I was watching the stream and I found Matt's driving very, very precarious, and I wasn't too impressed with his driving, that's dare I say. So we should be. I like the brake. Past the hump. Let's see if they bite. I'm just going to crawl. I just want to see if they bite or not. No, they don't bite. They don't seem to be biting. Like the treadness doesn't seem to be. This is Thomas. So you've got the Harrington hump here because the platform is so low. That looks nice. Only one. Only. It's annoying when you stop here because you're sitting at the back here and you can't see this departure board. It's only got one side to it, So this is the only side that you can actually see. It's not double-sided in real life. I like that. That's pretty good. Brake is nice. Hello, I was waiting for a review from you before I buy it. I know this is my area. This is my bread and butter. This is. I am really excited. So far, it's alright. It's alright, dare I say. I know Xbox this morning had a, or this afternoon had an absolute breakdown in how that, when that was released to like a console. I think Xbox had an absolute meltdown. There was like black everywhere and it was all messed up, and so far it seems alright. Yeah, audio on the 150 is much better than the Transport for Wales one. I can definitely tell you that for that. The engine sounds, they could be a bit more loud. It seems a bit quiet in my eyes. Happy days. Signals are what I'm quite anal about signals are. How excited were you when the Riviera was announced? Well, I'll let you into a little secret here, and I don't want to get anybody in trouble, so I won't mention any names, but I was given a tip-off that Riviera was coming before before it was officially announced, and I offered to, through my through the contacts who told me, I said I'd happily provide some support and some sources for stuff, and I'm hoping most of it was taken on board. From the stream, it looks to be the case. There's a few signals. I provide a lot of the stuff for the signalling. And I also there's a few areas on the stream. So this is where it hasn't got the bite. The 150 has not got the bite at all. We're on, but it's not got the bite. It's not too bad actually. Right, here's Marsh Barton. So this was opened a couple of years back now. This stinks. This absolutely reeks. This does. It's a little it's a recycling thing. So they burn all the recycling and make power out of it, I believe. There's a solar farm over on this side as well. That's not been modelled. So all this. Oh yeah, there has. Yeah, solar farm over here. And then if you go down along there, there's the sort of canal. And I don't know if we'll see it. I'm hoping they've modelled it, but there's a lovely pub. It's called the Double Locks pub, pretty much. Like the brake release sound. Yeah, I whacked it into 7 there, or I would put it in the 4 and then into 7, and it's not got the angry roar of a 150. It hasn't. And I've got the window open as well. And yeah, unless it sounds like the window isn't open, I'm not too sure. But they're, yeah. What was your favourite steam train in the UK? I'm Southern. I am at heart. I was born and bred in Dorset, and I've got a lot of connection with Southern steam trains. So bullies are my thing, really, in terms of steam trains. Harry, hello. How you doing? Hope you're alright. Anyway, right, we're now on the basically this nice flat. So it goes straight, curves around. You've got the M5 that you go under, and then you've got the Exminster Straight, which back in the day used to have Exminster Station, but also used to have for water troughs for steam locos to refill on the fly. But yeah, I'd like to go the other way. Is your breaking point for Marsh Barton on the way back is you pass this bridge here, and then it's, depending on how confident you are in the train's brakes, you start braking either at that bridge or just after it. You get such an adrenaline rush from Marsh Barton sometimes because you're worried you're not going to stop. I get a vibe that it seems to be a lot more tree. Is that a word? It seems to be a lot more tree than what it is. There's the M5 there. You always get some nice graffiti on these new pillars. And yeah, because this here ain't too treaty. There's a nice little gate there, Farmer's Gate. You can take some nice photos of trains there. Right, Exmouth's straight now. Whoa! We're doing 80, which you should really be able to do. Power cuts off at about 76, 77, I think. So we'll let it just run down. Yeah, the horn's alright. Yeah. Do you think the game is worth the hype? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Literally, it's only, what's it been? It's been 10 minutes. I'm enjoying it, dare I say, so far. I'm not a driver. I'm now a train manager, actually. But I'm fascinated by the driving aspects of it. So yeah, that's the aim. We'll see. But yeah, I'm a train manager. So in GWR we've got conductors which do all the local stuff, and train managers do all the local stuff and high-speed stuff as well. Anyway, right, 75 now for the. So we go around the curve, got powered them. And then, oh, hello. Little swipe there. Go around the curve, and then under the bridge. I have my power, and it seems to sort of. Yeah, go around the curve here, and then the other curve. That's where your 75 is. As a train manager, have you seen rail tours past you whilst on duty? Yes, I have many times. It's I don't know why we're getting it's a bit choppy. You get a lot of flange on this curve. You get a lot of flange, and it cants quite a bit. So yeah, it's not as canty as it should be there. It should be much more canty and flangey. I'm going to try and make notes as we go through that we can feedback, but we'll see if I forget. If not, I'll just refer back to this video. I'm not, no, I am back in Monday. Anyway, right, Starcross in a minute. So you'll be able to see it. If the stop is late, sometimes you can be held outside Starcross. You can just see it there, fastened about on the platform. A little hot. I like the brake. The brake's nice. The applying and or the releasing is quite nice. The sounds are quite nice. Quite happy with that. Yeah, like that. What time does it get released for the Xbox? It should already be out, Xbox, but I know that there was a bit of uproar. This it released at 1500, I think, but there was a bit of uproar because they released it with the wrong build. So there was like a few issues here and there. There were. Here's Starcross, and as some person in the stream mentioned, it's not got the bite. I'm noticing that the 150 has not got the bite. Oh, there we go. It's not got the bite, the 150. So that's the old pumping house over there for the atmospheric railway. There's the atmospheric pub, which would be there, but it's not modelled. So that was sort of Brunel's idea. They would sort of have pipes underneath the railway, I think, or something, and it would use pressure to push and move trains. Obviously it didn't work out. Here's an IET. What time does it get released? What railsails have you seen whilst being a train manager? Oh, there's so many this day. I see a lot of the LSL stuff. That's normally what I see. So the English Riviera. Yeah, I pull it in the 7, Notch 7, and it's not roaring. It's very. This sounds like it's. It doesn't sound like it's a Notch 7 at all. It should be sort of not screaming, but it should be sort of roaring. Jonathan, it should already be released for Xbox. If you're not on, if you haven't signed up, so if you haven't got the special edition or the deluxe edition, is that what it is? Then you get access to 5 day, or you get early access for 5 days. So today up until the 30th. On the 30th it will get released. I'm assuming based on today that Xbox will release on the 30th at 1500. I could be completely wrong. Am I planning on doing Plymouth on the stream? Yes, we will definitely have a go at Plymouth. Anyway, this is Delta Mike 203 Alpha, I think, or 203 Alpha. So this one, that's the signal that some bloke mentioned in the stream. There's Cockwood on our right, Cockwood Harbour, or as the locals say, Cockwood. This I feel is a bit too wide. I noticed this in the stream. Funny enough about that signal, that's the signal that got wiped out by the boat in a storm. They replaced it with a sort of temporary signal, and then it finally got upgraded to a nice ILS. There was a big, they've sort of wrapped it up recently. There was a big resignaling project along this stretch to replace all the LED, the old halogen stuff to ILSs for reliability and also single site. And it's pretty much all done now. There's hardly any halogen stuff about. There's some on the approach to Newton, there's some around Exeter, but they're slowly now along the sea, the estuary. It's all pretty much upgraded to reflect modern standards. Anyway, right, on approach to Dawlish Warren now. So Dawlish Warren is approach release. This means that you basically have to crawl up to it, and then the signal should step up. Obviously, that's not always the case, so take it with a grain of salt. But we should hit the magnet, and it should really have already stepped up by now before I hit the magnet. Now that's incorrect. Shouldn't step up all the way to a green. It's stepped up to a single yellow. And then once you occupy the track circuit in the loop, it will then, the signal at the end steps up. So you should never get a green here if you're going into the loop. That's wrong. Do you like Nanny Castle? Before I like a number on the front of a steam train. I think it looks funny without a number on the front, personally. Yeah. Anyway, Dawlish Warren. Everybody loves Dawlish Warren because you got the funfair and oceans, the beaches. So during the summer, this is absolutely rammed. Nice to see the golf fences on the left there, the high up golf fences for all those balls that. It's not got the bite. The 150's not got the bite. Anyway, his door's right. To be fair, I know there were some complaints about the scenery here. I'm going to be sitting in the cab most of the time. I don't care. It looks fine. Looks fine. It does the job for me. And then you've got the camping coaches here. Feels a bit too treey, but I can sort of deal with that. I will get into free roam later and play about with the tickling sequences, but we'll see how we go. This feels a bit too treey. Along here, got the old signal box as well, which is quite nice. The 150 does look nice. So this is the got what it's called now, what we call it. But it's basically a better wayfinding one, so it's got better labels and stuff like that. I think the plan is eventually for IETs to have a similar sort of layout as well. Anyway, right, panel on the wall now, Dawlish. Why is she not powering? That's cool. Have I got an engine out? Oh, one of your diesel engines has stalled. Okay. I was going to say, it sounded a bit quiet. Oh, it would be helpful if I put myself in the neutral, wouldn't it? Let's try again. I was going to say, it sounded a bit quiet. Gonna work? Gonna turn on? So normally, if an engine dies, you'd have a stoplight. The stoplight would show that there's something wrong, and then you just hit start again, and it would restart. So I do not know why that's occurring. So that's what it would look like if an engine was out. But we'll hit start for some reason and start them up. That engine startup's quite nice, but that's not the process that you would undertake to do it. Yeah. Let's count how many failure or how many engine stalls we have. Engine stalls. I don't like the term engine stalls. Did I pay for the Deluxe or Special Edition? Deluxe. I don't need a load more content. For today, I've only just installed all the UK stuff. Yeah. We're going to count how many faults. I've left the faults on for the time being. But we're going to see how many stalls we get. I've never had an engine stall. I don't know what they call it, a stall. I've had a few engines die on me, and you just restart them. But I've never had a stall. So yeah, I counted 8 on the stream yesterday, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous. So we'll see. We'll see. Red Rock on the left, and there's a little cafe sort of thing there, and apparently that's quite nice. So we'll see. What's my favourite station on this line? Ooh, good question. Good question, actually. On this line, or on our network? On this line, I think. I don't know. On this line, I'm not too sure. You know, can you pass through and you don't? I think probably Dawlish if I had to pick one. Dawlish probably, or Starcross because I like Cockwood. Right, going towards Storlish, we normally fly past this bridge, and then we sort of take power off and start braking from that bridge onwards normally. 60 at the ramp as well. It's another issue I've been tracing world is that the lighting always seems to let it down. I've never been a fan of the lighting. Like 90% of the time it looks awful, and then the rest is quite nice. Nice thing about Dawlish is it's quite a long platform since the work that they've done, so you can come in quite hot. Do like the brake sound lovely. How far does your route knowledge go? Ooh. Sorry. My route knowledge is based, so Exeter Guard, I don't know why I did it in step 2. Exeter Guards, their route knowledge is, sort of slightly overshot there. See, I reckon the brakes are not biting, because you'd sort of, yeah, you'd feel it bite during that scenario. Anyway, Exeter conductors, their route knowledge basically is, we call it the square of despair, which is Exmouth, Peyton, Oakie, Barney. You then can do sort of add-ons to that, where you can do Penzance and Cardiff. And then when you go to Train Manager, you basically do all that. Go to Penzance, do London, do Bristol. You don't do Cardiff. Train managers don't do Cardiff by default, which is odd, I find, from a company point of view and sort of resilience. But that's a different sort of topic. And train managers also do the sleeper as well. It doesn't. Yeah, it's not got that. It has not got the meaty grunt of a 150. Annoyingly. The brake is lovely. I really like the brake. To be fair, if only the bloody controller was working, it would be gorgeous. But it's not. Which is a shame, but I'm sure it should be quick. Anyway, right, we've got our tunnels here. I cannot for the life of me remember the names of them. Someone will put them in chat. PCK. So Kenaway, this should be. Parcels is a long one, right at the start. PC. Okay, yeah, so. Look on Wikipedia. Okay, there is a bit of reverb. My worry was there's going to be no reverb at all. That should be LED. That shouldn't be halogen. That should be LED, that one. What annoys me, and I was watching during the stream, as I said at the start of the stream, I'm pretty anal on my signals. They've got the ILSs right, mostly. But then they've got the other ones that have been upgraded before the halogen, or they've got the ILSs more or less correct, but they've forgotten to do the LED ones, which have been upgraded way earlier than the ILSs, so I do not know. You can always tell if you've got a good unit, because you'll hit 60, we will hit bang on 60 at the 75 board. I think there's a board with there in real life as well. Right, let's break for our 60 now. How's the signals? Just missed it. Yeah, I'm not too sure. But then they've got the source, which is annoying. It's like this one. This should be LED. This is quite nice, actually. Yeah, no, it should be LED. It's not halogen. That one. Anyway, here's the curve. We get some nice photos. There's like stuff going around. Tinmouth now. This is all disused, but it looks like they put a new platform. Bloody new platform in here for here. So this is all sort of grey and tired looking. What I noticed on the stream was this tactile paving here. So this is, well, this goes all the way to the end. Should do. So I don't know what that's all about. But Tinmouth is looking quite nice. They've got the new stop boards in for the 175s, which is odd. This should be LED as well. LED in the sense that, so this is a weird LED one. This one is because they've is that the bulb, they've got the same style, but each aspect is LED. So they've got an LED bulb as such. Yeah. Oh, bang on. Happy days. So satisfying when you get a stop. Bang on. But yeah, they've got the 175 stop boards here, which is the new blue stuff. And they're updated. Basically, all the stop boards have been updated along the route for the 175 introduction, just to make it standardised across the board. And yeah, but it's weird that Tinmouth has had it. Starcross hasn't got it. There's a few stations that haven't got it, but Tinmouth has got it. So I don't know, it's weird. How's the acceleration and deceleration distraction? So far with the 150, I'm quite happy with how it's performing. It's the sounds. The brake, the brake is lovely, but I pull it in, it's in notch 7 now. And it's not purring, it's not roaring like it normally does. Like they will. Let's see if I've got some videos. Oh, you'll probably be able to hear it on stream probably. But it seems to be alright. Performance-wise, seems to be fine. It's the sound. It doesn't sound loud enough. Or it sounds like my window isn't down. Let's put the window on. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to get my hand on the IT. Have you been on the Plym Valley, South Devon and Dartmouth? No, I've been to the Plym Valley, not been on it. I'd like to do a driver experience there. South Devon, I've been there a couple of times, ages ago really. I find the line a bit slow, and it's nice, but a bit slow. Playing at Dartmouth, I've been there quite recently actually, because I wanted the new Black Prairie that came down. Wanted that. Yeah, I like that line. It's quite nice. Any ideas of when the 175 is actually passing the service? The plan is the end of this year. If not, it'll be the year after. But this should be ILS. This signal. This should be an ILS. The HSCs are going this year, regardless. That is happening. So whether 175s are ready or not, that is happening. So yeah. But 175s, how long is a piece of string? I know training's ramping up quite quickly. We'll see. They're good bits of kit actually. They are the 175s. This feels a little bit slow now. Where do I get the info from? Work. I get it directly from the horse's mouth, which is internal stuff. Internal stuff, which is public knowledge. So this bit feels a little bit sluggish, like we should be doing sort of 65, 70. I've got no issue with DCG. I think their heart was set right on here on this route. I've told them time and time again, if you do a route here, or if you do a route involving this particular region, I'm happy to help, happy to provide source, and it just so happens that I have, through a undisclosed person, and it appears that the source hasn't been used to the best of their ability, from what I can tell at the moment, which is disappointing. Right, we've got 16 seconds in a bit. There's the Morpeth for it. So around this corner, around the curve again, and you'll see the 60. There are grids for it as well, so bear in mind. Here's a TSR. So for 40 TSR, there should be a portable AWS spec now associated with that. So we'll just, don't know where it's going to be, but we'll find out, won't we? We'll find out together. It's quite good. Nice. Right, 60 should be just around this corner. I don't know where this 40 TSR is. I thought there was, unless I've got my wires crossed, was there supposed to be a little... Well, it should be going into platform number 1. Was there a thing? I swear they said at the start of, when you load up the game, or when you start your thing, you get a prompt that tells you where the TSRs are at, or how many TSRs there are in the game. Oh, no, we don't want to. I haven't seen any of that, so... I guess we'll find out. Just wait and see, but there's a 40 TSR somewhere. It's annoying there's no associated equipment for it though. Anyway, yeah, so Newton Abbot now, in a bit. Because we've got a double yellow there, I'm assuming we're going into platform number 1, because your approach release into platform number 1. You are approach controls into platform number 2 if your route is set onto the down the tool bay. You're also approach controlled into platform number 3 as well, but from a signal back. That's where the approach control sequence starts. Hackney Yard to the left, so this used to be, now it's just, it hasn't got anything in it now, it's just track and stuff. That is... If I wanted to go into Hackney, that is... that's a bit... Oh, fucking hell. What's talking about? Going apart. Lovely. Right, we found an engine stall, haven't we? The fault has been found. One of the diesel engines is stalled. Okay, nice. Well, we'll fix that in a minute. Am I interested in photography? Yes. Do you like a bit of photography? Not a fan of the thumbs, I'm going to be honest. We've had 2 so far. Another thing I noticed on the stream was the off indicators here at Newton Abbot, which are there, whereas in real life they are probably about just above head height. They were asked by train crew because, especially on platform number 2, you can't see the signal if you're right at the back, so they wanted off indicators to yeah, she's not.
Platform 1 for the
There's no bite. Oh, hello. Lovely.
Railway service to Paynton, calling at Tor.
GSMR's turning off. No.
Paynton.
That's a nice bug from Racing World 5. Yeah, so they need to be improved, because look, they're all the way up there, which they're not, and conveniently, because it's been placed so high, the fucking signs bothering it. But yeah, so this should be, well, should be up to like there, that height. I mean, the position's right. position is pretty much spot on, but they're just not the correct... They're way too high up. Way too high up. Yeah. Anyway, right, yeah. We're a bit late, but I'm not too fussed. I'm just enjoying myself. Newton hour looks alright, to be fair. You're good, you're good. Oh, wait. Can restart the engines. Oh, wait, yeah, sorry. I've got to stop the engine and then start it, because that's not...
This is a Great Western Railway service to
Get out. Start again. It's not got the growl. It really hasn't got the growl. The growl of a 150 isn't there. I am doing the signal buzzer. Yes, I hate that there is no guard, or there is on select sort of Just Train. Is it Just Trains or is it Skyhook style? I can't remember. So I do it. That sort of I shouldn't have to do it because it should be, you know, in the game by default, like it is in Trains Classic. But hey. Newton out at West Junction now, so this is where the lines sort of diverge, so we're going to move on to the Downtour Bay in a sec. And then on the right hand side you've got the down and up mains, and then go towards Plymouth, Penzance. Love the joints. And look, she's waiting for me, which is quite prototypical actually. If you're if this is late, normally you'll get held outside, or you'll wait at Newton hour, depending on how the signal's feeling. There's a TSR there that the train's clipping through. Or a repeater, shall I say, that the train is clipping through, which is quite nice. Along here, so this used to be called Alla Junction, and this is where the Alla signal box used to be. I don't know what road it is because I don't drive, but it's a big bridge that they installed as part of motorway upgrades, road upgrades around here. I can assure you then, the headlights are not that bright in real life. They're more like, well, it depends. Half the time they're like a glowworm in a jam jar. This is what irritated me. I saw this in the stream and it really irritated me. And I know it's a signal, but this is not LED in real life. This is not LED. This is bloody... This is old school bloody halogen. That was never been upgraded, so I have no idea how they thought it's LED. So, yeah. Won't speed it because I'm not paying attention. But this is uphill now. So we're going, between Newton and Tor, it's like that. Yeah, so we're losing the speed, which is good. Should see edging as well. A bit as well, which is where they want to reopen a new station. Not at the original place, because it's surrounded by houses now. But it's back there actually. I lied. Yeah, so that repeater back there should be like this. Bang. That's the tree. to the sort of summit now. We'll just, apparently, I've just been messaged. Apparently, I'm famous. Don't know, no idea why. Anyway, right, we now descend to down to Tor now. This is quite a nice on one of the bridges here. If you watch a charter, they're quite nice to watch it climb out of this up this bank. So it seems to be in their minds halogen are LEDs and vice versa. That's what I get. I don't understand it personally, and it's weird because the time period that they're going for, all those halogens, all the ones that I've sort of flagged up were either LED or haven't been upgraded. So I don't know where they get their ideas from. Personally, it's a shame to see because, as I say, they have the source for it. Back. Hello. I find the route lovely. It's alright. It's alright. Right, 30 around this corner. It's feeling weird. It feels weird having to drive with the keyboard. Right, Tor. On the railway, it's not got the best reputation, dare I say. Sorry, anybody from Tor. Yeah. But it's nicely represented here, which is good. So yeah, and the signal here is angled as such. No stop boards, I don't think are correct, but we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Yeah, the signal should. Yes, so you can see that the signal isn't straight on. You can see it's angled, which is for signal sighting purposes as you come around the corner, basically. So you can see, yeah, you can see it's not straight on at all. There are a couple of HST boards as well along here. There should be a Voyager 9-car stop board around here as well. A few other little bits, but it's, only I don't think many people are gonna notice that. How are we doing? Yeah, about half a minute late. I was surprised how long this is for the time, especially how short Colour City Networks is. Yeah. Time to get in the editor and change it like I did. Yes, I've got my own little Train Sim Classic version of this route that is basically to spec as how it is now. Dare I say, so it's alright so far. I haven't really got any complaints. I really haven't. So far. Well, I do. But it's really only stuff that people who are in the know will know about. So like with me, as I say, I'm pretty anal about signals. Yeah, so that's the only thing that really bothers me. I feel that the brake sound coming off should be as I release, not when the needle surpasses 1 bar. So like now, I should say. So it didn't play that. It played late though. Anyway, right, Torquay. Comes to the lovely British colony of Old Towns. Sometimes you've got to watch your speed just a bit, because obviously you are going down a It looked nice in the. It looked quite nice. The stations they've done pretty well with, dare I say. It's a shame they've not bothered with the gardens here. There's a nice little garden. They've got the boat, which has a seagull. The boat's probably around here, but the gardens they're nicely done. I don't know what the. Is it me, or I don't understand the canon stuff? I don't. No idea. No idea with the canon stuff. And yeah, I get people want to go around and collect stuff, but to me, it just looks crap on the platform. Yeah, the engine sounds are not right. They're better from the Transport for Wales one, but they're not. I don't think they've been mixed or scripted right. Like, there's no. Well, let's have a look. I've got it. Actually, you know what? I've got a fucking engine fault. That's why. It's doing my head in. The faults are because it doesn't. Right. Let's. Oh yeah, you got to stop the engine. A restart. You shouldn't have to. Shouldn't have to at all. Let's go. Right. So that's straight into 7. That is no. It's not growly enough. We'll see if the mods. Yeah, we'll see. Although the thing is, as they said in the stream, DCG they took one of our 150s out for a private run down the pipe, as they said in their stream, and they've got the sounds. That's the thing. They have the sounds. It's just not. It's not being mixed appropriately. They're far better than the AP sounds. I'll tell you that now. I've never been a fan of the AP 150 sounds. I think they were dire, personally. The 156 sounds, however, lovely. If you get that scream that the engines do from when you go from like off to notch 7, and put that on here, be spot on. Nearly. It's all good. It's all good having faults, failures. That's great. It's it's something different, and it keeps you on edge. But you've got it's that balance, and I guess I haven't found the balance yet because it's a new feature. We've had it 3 times now, and it's not. We had it again. I think we've had it again, haven't we? Yeah, because it's struggling to climb this hill. Which it normally, to be fair, wouldn't. You're not running. Should still be able to climb the hill. Right. So this is an interesting signal. It's a 4 aspect. Well, it's not a 4 aspects. It's a 4 aspects. Have they modeled it? It's a 4 aspect signal housing, but they've covered the green off because you can't get green on it, because otherwise you'd go into governance silence. This is all jointed in real life, and there is no trees on here at all. Far too many trees. There's hardly any trees here. You should be able to see that as clear as day. There should be no trees. There's far too many trees. There should be no trees along here at all. No, or bushes even that high. It should be clear as daylight. And then as you round this curve, then it gets all tree. But have they done any more core updates with Transport World 6 release? I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I'm not too. They said what they announced. announced like TSRs, faults and failures, and they said like fixes, didn't they? I think they said fixes. Well, we should be going into platform number 2 because I think we've got a shunt to do with this one, which we'll have a little look, we'll have a little play about, see how it. That bush is quite annoying, actually. I'll just crawl down. When are we due? 23, so we're about a minute early, which is... Sometimes what the signalers do, if they're good, and you're due to do a shunt, they will sort of hold you outside, and then they'll run you into platform number 2, so you don't have to do a shunt. But I'm assuming we are going into platform number 2. Assuming we're waiting for that to leave. Oh, a car! They've raised the barriers. Okay. We'll just sit here and wait. Not too sure what's going on here. I will be honest. They wouldn't normally raise the crossing. They'd just let you. They'd just I like the brake sounds are lovely. Have you got the Great Western Express installed? I thought the turbos and HSCs were meant to lay into this route. Yes, I've got all the everything. Got everything. So yeah, all layers are raw. Ah, I might not have turned them on. Hold on. We'll see. We'll see. I might not have had all the layers on. That's a good shout. Because they're disabled by default, which I don't understand. I don't understand the logic, because then this happens. You go and play something and you forget, like what I've done here. We'll see. Yeah, I have a feeling I've actually forgotten to put the layers on. Here's Peyton North level crossing, which is alright. It looks better once it's down than was shown on the in the stream. To be fair, Peyton South is down there, so when you want to go into Gibraltar, either a guard or a member of platform staff, they've got to walk down there, phone the signaller, and then basically lower the Peyton South level crossing to allow our train into Gibraltar. Anyway, right, there's a run to Peyton. I'm gonna be honest, bar some niggly gripes that I have, I really enjoyed that. Not gonna lie. Could it be better? Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, there we go. Ooh. Not bad for a first run. Right, let's go back. Let's go main menu. Let's look at these bloody... No, I have all the layers enabled, because we've... Because otherwise the stock wouldn't show, would it? Let's have a look. There we go. Is that better? 27 of... What? Oh, is... Oh, yeah, that's not... Oh, that's the... That's not released yet, Nuclear DLC. I hate that the layers are not enabled by default. That's shit. I thought it was a bit quiet, not gonna lie. Right, let's do a little shunt, shall we? Let's do a... Well, actually, let's do it with the turbo. Let's give turbo some love. Is it a North End shunt? I want to go into Gibraltar. I think these are North End shunts. Should we do it? Let's do it with the IT. Let's do it with the IT. We'll take a dash 1. Right, let's do this just to check out the IT, and then we'll do. Yeah, all right. We'll see. We'll see how we go. So far, I'm quite happy. Bar my little concerns that I've raised. Pretty happy. Anyway, right. Here's the IT. Oh, let's enable all of these. ATP. Not that we'll use it. Anyway, right. Let's key in.
TPWS and AWS operational.
So they talked about different ATP modes. So in reality, ATP is only properly used when you're on the Great Western Main Line between Paddington to Newbury and Paddington to Bristol Parkway and Chippenham, I believe. And then it turns off. So when you're around here, you're on partial supervision. So that means that you are not. It's sort of like it's a dumbed down ATP. I'm surprised. Let's turn our DRA on. I'm surprised that. Well, I'm assuming it's on. Well, yeah, it's got to be on. But under partial supervision, you are. There should be the LED for 125 lit on there because it doesn't know where you are, so it just assumes that 125 is the max that you can do. Right, let's do our We'll go on full, and let's have a little mooch about. So these are nice. TMS is looking nice. Let's pop our head code in to there. Let that set up. Let's have a look in here. Can we go in here near these? I don't think we can because it's just basically reskinned 801, ain't it? Seats are looking pretty nice. Reservations aren't loaded, which is pretty typical. I'll only go through to the next coach just to hear what the interior audio sounds. Sounds a bit. Sounds like I'm outside, kind of. The engine sounds a bit too clear for my ears. Oh, come on. Let's get back in the cab. Come on. I was impressed with the sounds on the stream, dare I say, with the 802 or the 800. I didn't really like their excuse for not including 800. I'm going to be honest. To my ears, there is bugger all difference between a 800 and an 802 on diesel. You don't hear it because you don't hear really the difference because you hear traction motors as well, so they all sound the same to me. And I think people would appreciate, you know, just an 800, maybe with the vinyl over with the white window door surrounds, just as something additionally to play about with. But I don't think the reason that Mac gave for it having a lower, well, they have a lower spec engine because 802s were specifically designed for the West Country. To tackle the hills, I don't think just because it's got a different or a lower RPM engine that it couldn't have been put in, because I don't think most people notice it, and to my ears anyway, there's bugger all. Yeah, no speed set as someone's mentioned. Yeah, so in reality you'd get dispatched here, and then you would your train manager or a guard or a member of platform staff, they'd walk down here. There's actually the walking route isn't modelled, so you'd be walking on ballast for some reason. Yeah, you walk all the way along here. You'd sit about here. There's a phone on this pole. This is way too far back. It's a totally different crossing type, by the way. So the crossings it's inaccurate because it's not double barriered, it's singular barriers. Yeah, you'd phone up, say this is guard of, well, in this case 5 Alpha, what are we, 5 Alpha something, requesting permission to lower Peyton South level crossing, and then network rail would say, yeah, you've got permission to lower it. You lower it, and then your train goes in. So yeah, anyway, right, let's go. Enough of me bickering about and talking. Let's go. Seems a little slow to get away there. And then on to the left here, that's the Dartmouth Steam Railways bit. So there's a train there. In reality, you can't have two trains going over the same over Paynton South Level crossing at the same time. The signalling doesn't allow that. And in reality, the Dartmouth guys, they've got to come up to here, stop, and lower the crossing. They don't have a clear run through because it's train crew operated. The train crew operated level crossing. What was it? Thought they were the same now as GWI 800s were uprated to match the 802s. That's what I was told anyway. I don't believe they've been uprated. I could be wrong in that department. A lot of modification was done, well, many years back to allow rheostatic braking to be achieved whilst on diesel, whilst in diesel only. So that's why now you hear the traction motors going whenever they're accelerating or braking in diesel. The 802's got it first, the 800s were slow to get it because I think it was software. 800, sorry, they were slow to get it because I think it's software and compatibility and stuff. Yeah, Goodrington's. So yeah, this is Goodrington Yard. It seems alright, not gonna lie. It looks to be alright. We'll drive more with the IT in a bit, but yeah, she seems to be alright. With the ITs, you're normally down here for about half an hour, 45 minutes or so. Yeah. DRA on. P out. Boom. Those will go. They should go back to reds, but okay. There we go. All right. Boom. There's that done. Easy. Now we will have a little play with the a train that I don't work alongside every day, but I see from a distance as it passes me in the Warren. Normally late. Let's do Plymouth to Edinburgh. Or go from Plymouth. We'll do it like that. Let's do it like that. So yeah, I can't really comment much on the Voyager because it's not my faction at all. So we will see. But I can talk about the route, but not about the train. Anyway, right, here it is. So this is apparently being highly requested by the community. Why? I don't know. But it does plug a gap in the labelling seems a bit weird. Okay. Yeah, okay. The labelling has confused me there for a bit. So yeah, and it's nice to see. It's nice to see. How are we doing? Right. Yeah, we're all good. We've got a signal. Turn you on. Put some lights on as well. Haven't got a cab light on, have we? Cabs sometimes feel ridiculously bright for some reason. So yeah, in the cab, TMS. I don't know what you should be able to touch or shouldn't be able to touch, but it seems to be alright. I'm gonna be honest, I was hoping DCG could tell me what the TMS did, but I don't know if it's me, but you would sort of expect the people who are showcasing the product to be able to tell you about the product. I find it really unprofessional when they go on a stream, DCG go on a stream, and they're showing you a new unit, loco, whatever, and they poke about, and it's almost their first time playing it, and they have no idea. And to me, it just seems really unprofessional. But ayo. So I don't know what you could do on the TMS. We're going to have a little play about, but it means really nothing to me because DCG don't seem to have an understanding. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, TMS. You got DAS, which is quite nice. So this will basically, in real life, this would tell you how far you are from your next station, whether you should be sort of braking, accelerating, and some other sort of information about your route. Yeah, if you're on time, how late you are, for example. One thing they haven't done is the guard bit. So on Voyagers, they do a sequence of buzzer codes to open and shut the doors, or shut the doors. Sorry. So is it gonna? No, the buzzer ain't working. So that's what the guard would do, or train manager would do to the driver. The driver would then repeat it. He'd shut the doors, all the doors shut, and then we go. Boom, boom. Happy days. I haven't keyed in, have I? Silly mistake. Let's go. Hold on. There we go. Felt a little slow getting started there. It's Plymouth, actually. I've not taken a look at Plymouth. Oh, we'll come back later. I'm not too fussed on the sounds, I will be honest. I know some people were saying, oh, it's not right that the sounds are from TS14. Doesn't really bother me, I'm going to be honest. They sound alright to my ears. I'm sure there'll be a mod out. I'll be honest, I think the UFO... Yeah, ITs are pretty good. I can't wait to see the back of the HFCs, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be really controversial. I really like the ITs. They've got some really brilliant bits of kit on them. And I think they get a bad name because they replace the HSCs, which people love. Which I can understand with, but I don't, yeah. I'd rather a train works and functions reliably and, you know, all that stuff. Anyway, right, leaving Plymouth. It's a little climb out. And then we round this curve, and then you'll see sort of a sports field, and then on the right is Lara, which is where IT's cross-country stable their stuff there as well. HSCs as well. Seems alright from the cab. I'm gonna be honest, sound-wise, they sound alright. I'm not a fan of how bright the cab is though. It feels very, very bright. Let's have a little go at the brakes now. So it's not steps, it's percentage. Percentage is. Oh, it's full. Yeah. Seems alright. I probably won't say that later. I think these are all LEDs. Those signals should be in real life. Anyway, there's the branch off to Lara, so that's Lipson Junction right there. And then is that. A few power cars stored there, a few Mark IIIs, etc. And then yeah, you've got loads of stuff over there as well. Am I excited for 175s? Yes, I am. I think they will. They'll bring wonders. I saw a complaint from someone on one of the sort of rail groups on Facebook, and how they're terrible, how they look ugly, and stuff like that. And I don't understand the. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't driven Plymouth in ages, so I can only apologise for the driving to be a bit mediocre. From this point onwards until we hit Newton, but I don't understand the complaint really. They seem very reliable. They were good with TFW. Yes, they've got a bad name because they combust, but that was down to poor maintenance, and that's gonna be sorted with us. So I see no issue personally. Yeah, see how we go. I'm looking forward to them. Anyway, right, Tavistock Yard, just on there, or Tavistock Junction, should I say, and then Tavistock Yard. There's a couple of nice sort of oldish wagons in there. My tea's gone cold. Terrible. Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, and that's where if you at Tavistock Yards, you go just a little bit up, and there's the Plym Valley Railway as well. So now we are making our ascent up Hemerdon. Hemerdon is a lovely gradient. HSCs used to fly up there pretty well. IETs seem to struggle, mainly because they're annoyingly they've got a little bit of an issue at the moment with GUs or engines going out. So their reliability up the hill, up Hemerdon, has been a bit poor. But hey-oh. So yeah, but it's a struggle really for any sort of unit or loco or anything like that. So yeah, but we're in full whack at the moment. And the Voyager seems to be all right. As well as that, this area along here has recently got re-signalled. So similar to anybody who's local, like Somerton, so between Taunton or Coglow Junction and Castle Carey, the Somerton bit is a really long block sections, and between Plymouth and Totnes, they have the same issue. So if there's any late running or any disruption or whatever, trains would stack up and they'd get delayed even more. So they re-signalled this area to basically make the blocks more closer, have more blocks, and also to upgrade the reliability with track circuit, upgrade the reliability of the track circuits and replace them with axle counters. We've stalled up there, we have, which is why I don't understand why they haven't bothered changing some of the signals. Why their signalling is a bit skew-if on the route, because they've done the Plymouth upgrade here, but haven't got the basics right elsewhere. So I don't know. But it's nice to see that they've been featured. This PVC feels really stiff. Like I've got really really hold down the D button to put it into, or to apply some brakes. Thought I'm speeding. I haven't driven up here in ages. On Train Sim in general, to be fair. Look at the way. It could be a high mech. Yes, it could be. Bloody high mech. I went to the West Somerset. Ooh, feels like a month ago, when they were celebrating something to do with the high mech or whatever. And I didn't approve of the high mech at all. I thought it was really it didn't really tickle me at all. The 33 that was running the service another service around it was for a beautiful number 33. But the high mech didn't really do much for me. Dare I say. But yeah, this bit between sort of Plymouth and Totnes is a bit of a, well, really up to Newton, it's a bit of a slog. It is. It's more fun if you're chasing something, to be fair. But we'll see how we go. There we go. It's nice to have the nice to have a semi alright Voyager in the game though now, and excuse me. There are plans to layer it into some of the other routes as well, which would be nice to see. I've got to go through and make a list of all the things that I've seen wrong. And splurge that out on the forum later. But I'm having fun. I'm having fun, dare I say. So yeah. How long that'll last, we'll see, but yeah, that's good. I'm having fun. So annoyingly, with the signaling upgrade, there's no real speed upgrade because it's all windy. You know, you're winding in and out behind all these hills. I don't. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. So now, if there's two pads. The last pad gets hammered because it loses sort of like 10 minutes whilst it waits for the next bloody train to pass through Somerton. And it's like, oh. So I think that's on their list to upgrade at some point, but we'll see. We've got a bit of dynamic weather coming in. I feel it's going to get a little bit rainy. But this is what I don't get. The camp feels far too bright now. It feels like, because the weather's changed, that the camp should be a bit darker, because there isn't that much light. But it feels like I've got a camp light on, and it just doesn't feel right. So we've got a little yard there, which Networrail sort of, I don't know, they house their stuff. Bank to the right, there should be a bridge. I forgot the viaducts, actually. And then it's Ivy Bridge. Can't actually see because the camera goes all funny. Oh yeah, we haven't done the horn. We'll do a little horn. Past Ivy Bridge, we will. Oh, my engine's stalled. I'm going to turn that off. You know what? I keep saying I'm going to turn it off. Let's do it. Let's bloody do it. I mean... signal delays, temporary speed restrictions, train faults. Bugger off. Oh. I saw that as well. Enable all timetable layers. That should be on by default. I don't know why that isn't. Maybe it's a performance thing, but then... I don't know. Some decisions I don't... Okay, the air hiss is alright. Yeah, it sounds alright. Yeah. Sounds like a Voyager to me, so we'll take that. Was there an off indicator on that platform as well? I didn't notice on Ivy Bridge. No, there should be an off indicator here. Naughty. Feed that back. These are little things like that, like, not many people would notice, but... this little building here, this is sort of my breaking point for Ivy Bridge, so you pass that and then I put the brake in. feels like there's a. It really does feel like there's a cam light on, but we haven't got one on. It's been far too bright, this cam. Anyway, what have we got? Aux cam lighting. Instrumentation. Dimmed. Okay. Nice. Main cam lighting. Auxiliary lighting. So that's probably for. I don't know, maybe it lights up one of them? I'm not too sure. Climate control, can we change it? Yeah, we can change all this. Does it make a sound? No. Well, I guess it's good that you can fiddle, have a little fiddle. It feels far too bright, the cam. TMS level 3 volt. Oh. Oh. These look like they're lit. Which I can assure you, I've... Let's have a look. Normal. Is that better? No, they still look like they're lit. It's on normal. Normal. I don't know why it shouldn't be isolated by default. Oh. That one's gone out. What? I don't know. I'm not going to question it. The brake. I like the little. So if I pull it in, it feels like there's. There we go. Yeah, it feels like there's air going through it. That's quite nice. So you can see it sort of bounce up and down. That's quite nice. You can hear sort of the traction motors kicking in as well. Well, it's not traction motors. It's sort of rheostatic. I don't know what it is. Hear that little sort of electric whine that they have when you brake. Got to remember we're getting the Tot S to restart that engine. Can't forget that. Oh, there's a TSR. Did it? This is the thing. You can't. You need to have a little portable AWS magnets for the TSRs because I have no idea. But as I mentioned earlier, didn't they say that they would? You'd load up the game and it would tell you where the TSRs are at. This is ASH emergency crossovers. Oh, sorry, one of my colleagues has just given me a signaling question. We're routed from Echo 35 to Echo 37. Is 667 or 677 GPL meant to be off? Yes, should be. Right, there we go. I should really play without dynamic weather because I find it changes far too quickly for me, or unrealistically quickly. Like I can understand if you go into a tunnel, like a long tunnel, you pop out the other side and it's like pouring it down. That's realistic. That's happened a few times, but it feels like it comes in far too quick for me. And I can't really comment on the scenery because it's, well, I can't see it. But I have a feeling that they've used far too many trees for some bits and bobs. I'm gonna have to get some hot water and put some hot water in that tea. This probably wouldn't be a fun drive with a PVC. The Voyager. Right, and now we've got Marley tunnels. And then we descend down. I feel that the horn should be a bit louder in the cab though. So yeah, we're going downhill now. Does look quite nice. I'll get the model on the Voyager is pretty good. It feels like it doesn't sound. Something's not right there. It feels like there's not enough reverb going on. Personally. Yeah, I feel. Yeah, it doesn't feel. I mean, I know modern day cabs are well isolated now, sound isolated. Does feel a bit. Yeah, a little bit quiet. Oh well. PVC does feel a bit stiff, on the keyboard at least. I mean, I cannot wait for my controllers to work. That's what I'm really looking forward to. I mean, the 150 drives really well, brake-wise. Shouldn't be that far away from Totnes. Yeah, about 2.5 miles, something like that. Probably a couple of blocks away now. We'll should hopefully see some approach sequence into Totnes. Like now. So it should be approach release into Totnes, because you're going down on going down onto it, going into Totnes on a gradient, shall I say? Boom, boom, boom. Round this corner, and then boom. Should hopefully see our signal, so I'll start putting it in a bit. Now you see. Looks like it's making light work of the gradient, dare I say. Yeah, you can see how steep this is, because I've got, well, what's that, about 25% in? 30% in? And it's still nothing going in. That's right, so we've now curved to the left, and then we should hopefully see our signal. We will. see how we go. There's grids just there for it. Happy days. And hopefully she'll step up. Beautiful. Nice, happy with that. Although that should be LED. Right, welcome to Totnes. Apparently, people aren't a fan of Totnes. People say it's like a hippie town or whatever. What's our formation? We're just 4, aren't we? Yeah. And I visited there a couple of months ago, I think. No, it's got to be more than that. 4 or 5 months ago, and I quite liked the town, dare I say, and it was really nice. Yeah, I've not found the brakes. They seem a bit soft. Yeah. Yeah, they seem very soft. Okay. Right, well here's Totnes. A murky Totnes, shall I say. Old signal box there is the cafe. We put us up in neutral, haven't we? Yes. Oh yeah, let's fucking restart this bloody engine, shall we? There we go. Beautiful. So yeah, you've got the old signal box there, lovely little cafe. It's actually quite nice. And then over in the distance, you walk out here, turn right down here, down a little path, and then you go under the bridge, and you see the South Devon Railway. So yeah, they've not modelled the path, but that's fine, no one will see it. But yeah, you go under this bridge, cross over here. This should have a riser on it. Some gates. It says welcome to the South Devon Railway. And is Totnes Riverside. They've used a upper quadrant signal there. It should be a lower quadrant one. No, these all should be lower quadrant. I know no one's really going to go up to them and... But, still. Lovely. Right, let's go. So now we've got the nice little run between Totnes and Newton. Looking quite forward to actually doing the Newton bit. Or doing the run from Newton to Exeter. That should be quite nice. Although I wish the weather was nice. This is why I wish like God mode, we could have God mode, because I could just change it all to day and it'd be very nice. Anyway, right, say bye to the South Devon Railway with their upper quadrant signals. Anyway, right, let's go, 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 go. Goes down to 55 in a bit. Which is a bugger, because you wanna go a little bit faster, you do. let gravity do the work, hopefully. If not, I'll just tap the brake. Yeah. I'm having fun. I'm gonna be honest, it's... I am having fun. I am having quite a lot of fun. Dare I say. What are we doing? Yeah, the PVC does feel a bit stiff, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm having to hold down, hold, overhold the keyboard to move it. Which I was a bit sort of, well, the 150 was sort of like that. Not as bad as what it has been though before. I have found that on some locos and units, the keyboard sort of sensitivity has been awful, absolutely awful. Especially on some of the older stuff. It's got better. It's got better over time. Alrighty. Do like a Cardiff Penzance, I reckon. Yeah, it feels too quiet, the horn, in the cab at least. Who's just getting this is the trouble. I don't know. There's something going around at the moment. There is. Yeah. So hopefully, stay clear, guys. This probably would have done nice if the weather was sort of alright. Yeah. I know, it's great, isn't it? No hands. Yeah, I can't wait until PVC support is in. It does make a whole world of a difference having that. Immersion-wise, should I say? Still climbing. Hit Dainton Tunnel, and it's downhill all the way towards Newton. Speaking of Dayton, here she is. You can see the gradient there as well, actually. Alright, downhill, here we go. Probably about halfway, we can then sort of go back up to 60. Ooh, we can have 5 miles an hour more. Oh, there we go. Right, I think it's starting to clear now. The fog or rain or whatever decided to swoop over us in 4 seconds. There we go. That's a 60. Happy days. Got me excited. Yeah, this looks alright. That's it, brightening up. What we want. The signal delay stuff, we've not really encountered much of that, but I have a sneaky suspicion that they're using signal delays to cover up the way the dispatcher works. Because like, so far, and on the stream, they've got into like Newton Abbot, they opened the doors, and then the signal stepped up. Which was, yeah, I don't know. Dare I say, we'll see. But so far we haven't experienced it. We've experienced bloody bolts left, right, and centre, because that's normal. Anyway, right, you know, at West Junction or Alla Junction or however you want to call it. These two have been updated, so Echo 9 and Echo 109, they're now all LED. But it's like literally within the last couple of weeks, so I wouldn't expect them to be in here. There's nothing worse than doing an ADAR because the game would step up, signal up until you have to. I know, it's mad. I do not understand it. It's so immersion breaking. I do not know how. And I know that it's really silly. Some people would say that's immersion breaking, but it really is, because you wouldn't shut doors to initiate a bloody signal to step up. You wouldn't. I think I've only had to do that in real life, what, 2-3 times, but that's over many years. That is. Yeah, these brakes are not how I would expect them to be fair. But it's fine, we're doing alright. I feel like I'm braking far too harshly. It's annoying that there's no dedicated Voyager stop boards. So, yeah, that's full service, that is. And that... Oh, stop for a second. Oops. You can open the doors while it's moving. Oh yeah, it goes against all of your bloody yeah, it goes against everything that you've been told to do. And I always laugh because you know it's not right. So I just giggle away, I do. Or you have like a fault on the train. So let's say like a door, you're not getting interlocked for some reason. All you need to do, there's like been a train fault and you need to do like a little rotational test. Then yeah, then we've moved against the red, but yeah, nothing. That speedo's not on 0, I've just noticed. slow. It is a bit slow to get moving. And I mean, I do hold the brake to do a little hill start, but it was a bit slow. And this is the trouble on a stream. And it doesn't help when, dare I say, DTG aren't driving the best. But you can't get an idea on how well the performance of the train or the loco. So from the stream, it seemed like the Voyager was all right, but handling it here, I'm not too keen on its driving performance. Once you get going, it seems fine, but the braking is they feel far too soft for me. Unless that's what they're like in real life. I do not know. They're not traction that I know inside out at all. Does look nice. I'll give them that. See if we can get that up to 90 in a bit. I want to go in free roam later and just test, see if we get if the correct approach sequence is in for Newton and for Dodge Warren as well. That's what I want to do. I'll have a little muck about with that. So yeah, this is an ILS, they've got that correct, but then I'm pretty certain the next signal they put as halogen. Which is odd, because that's been LED for like 5-6 years, and that was updated, I don't know, not like a year ago. So I don't, they're the time frame that they're building the route, or the time frame that they're building the route on and representing, is stuff like that's all over the place. It's like this, yeah, this shouldn't be halogen, should be LED. The tree, the sort of scenery there, I feel is a bit too high. There should be a boat on that little bit there. Was that halogen? I wasn't really paying attention. That should be LED. Let me just watch the stream back. That's a nice little brake curve. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that was halogen. It should be LED. This one should be LED. That should be ILS on the right there that we just passed. See, there's irregularities like that that just annoy me. And I'm a sucker for the detail. And anyway, right, Tim up there. Probably kept the sound alright, it's just the horn really. It sounds a bit too low, personally. Yeah, that platform there is far too clean. 75. Let's see if we can hit 70. 75. We'll see. This should be LED. It seems to be this sort of section that they've got the signals completely wrong. I know. Again, people might be thinking like, "Oh, you," for pointing that out, but it's come on. It is a bit too clean, yeah. Right, let's get down to 60 quickly. A bit more. Look at that, happy days. Parsons. Full. It must be the low speed braking that's very mushy, almost like a turbo. The high speed stuff, once you get going, it seems alright. It's just the low speed stuff. It feels very, yeah. It should be LED. It's normally someone on there waving. Oh, a single 150 there. Short forms. Bong. They got that one right. Right, let's go. Let's get on 70. Which we should be easily able to do. The not the next signal, the one after it, the one protected just for it. I do not know. They're missing a I think it is halogen, which it should be LED, a 4-aspect LED. Secondly, they've forgotten the position light on it. You can't actually do little. You can't do a little shunt. So you can't go from. So you can't do the little test that Exeter do for trialing units. No, I like you can. You just can't. There should be a shunt signal here, and it's halogen. There should be a shunt signal. No idea how they missed that. Anyway, right, 80 now. Okay, I don't get it. What? Oh, I don't get it. They are. They were updated. They were upgraded about about 3 or 4 months ago. Those signals were to LED. Out of all the signals, I'd expect them not to be LED, but I'll feed it back. I'll feed it back. Right, let's go. Boom. How's the new bigger green machines treating you? They're alright. How's the new bigger green? Are you on about what? Are you on about the ITs? Sure. New bigger green. Yeah. You must be on about ITs, I'm assuming, or the 175s, but they're not green yet. I'm assuming. This ILS should be the taller pole version. So it should be a lot taller for signal sight purposes. Oh yes, they're alright. I enjoy them. They're good bits of kit, and I know people get a lot. People, for some reason, have a hatred against them, but they're good bits of kit. Yeah, the sound, the horn feels like it should be much louder. Personally, from the cab at least, or have a little bit more reverb. It just sounds like they've just turned the audio down. They made it quieter to counteract you being in a nice noise dampened cab. I don't know. I keep getting little headache sort of things, like minor little headache, like my head sort of, you get a little sharp pain in your head, and then it sort of just fades. It's weird. Right, 100 in a second. So you pass on Poundland. Let's go. I wonder if they've modelled the pubs. So you've got Turf Lock. Turf Lock? No, Turf Lock, yeah, you've got Turf Lock pub, which I'm assuming they... I don't know, I can't tell actually. It's only a pub. I do, we didn't see if Double Locks has been modelled actually earlier. We'll have a look, we'll pay attention to that a bit. Expenses straight now. There we go, 100 easy. I feel like they're unnecessarily putting in loads of trees to cover stuff up. But let's see, I'm 5. Let's get ourselves back up to 100 before we're probably checked down. Oh no, we should be checked down. Not here though. I hope not. If we are, then we're waiting outside. We're not waiting outside, we're stuck in St Thomas. I feel you might be right about the trees. I've noticed this is super Cardiff. I don't know about Cardiff. I mean, Cardiff, I couldn't really... I wasn't too sure. Well, Cardiff I couldn't really comment because it's not my local, whereas with this, it feels like going down to Payton, the bit between Torquay and Payton, that's far too treed up. Is Marsh Barn? Right, the brake in for 75. If the PVC is far too stiff. That's nice. They've got the. It's not an ILS one, no. Got green here, lovely. Yeah, that repeater there, or the banner repeater, should be a ILS repeater, not a VMS repeater. They installed that when Marsh Barton got built. Double yellow, lovely. Here's St Thomas. Happy days. Oh, didn't realise I had my brake on. Which time? 45. We'll just crawl it around. Really, I'd like to be doing sort of 55. Right, Echo 35, lovely. Straight into platform 5. Nice to see, and we want to stop basically alongside the gents' toilets. So that's why I hope they've put the stop marker. Depot looks alright actually. I haven't looked at the depot properly. Ooh, bit more brake, bit more brake, bit more brake, bit more brake. That's where the I'm gonna stop right by it, or past it, but we'll get out. This is where the Voyager not orders That's quite funny actually. It's quite funny. They've actually, when they put the depot in, they had to redo the poles, or some of the poles, to fit the crossover from the walkway from the new depot to the lift bridge, and they had to redo some of the poles. It's funny that they've got on the ground the bit where they've taken up the tarmac. That's quite cool. I didn't expect them to do that. That was all right. The Voyager was all right. Its low speed braking doesn't feel right. It feels very mushy. Its high speed braking's all right. It's quite nice to drive. Be better with PBC support though, whenever that comes. Right. We will now do. I'm just trying to think. We will. I might give the turbo a little bit of justice. Should we do a little fast? Is there any cool... Just trying to think of any cool little scenarios. Yeah, oh, okay. They've got the little southwestern shunts from New Yard to St David's. Ah, let's have a little wander around. Actually, I'm gonna let's take a little wander around St David's. Well, actually, the depot. Let's start with that, shall we? Let's take a little wander around, see if it feels right. See if I feel at home. Right, here we are. We spawned right here. Okay, that's cool. They haven't got... This should all be full of equipment, this should be. Like hoses and stuff. There should be some little stop walls as well to try and get you lined up. Okay. With this, it's a... don't think there's 2 grids here. I think there's just one singular grid, but it's down there. And there's also a sign on here with an arrow with this on. I want to spawn a train now to see if they got the indications right. That's all stuff I'll fiddle about with later. Oh, okay. These stop boards. There should be a door here. There should be a door here to get into the platform office. So there should be an off indicator here, but it seems to not be the case. Not be here. Should be one on 6 as well. There's one on 6, which is in the right place, but it's far too high. Well, it's double stacked, so you have an off for the up and down, and then that reverse on the other side. But there isn't. Oh, there is one. That should be down here. Should be up there. Same on 4. Should be one around here, right there, should be, but fuck knows where it is here. Oh, it's there, far too far down. And then there should be one right, no, there, should be right there, right on that pillar. That's there, okay. It's little details that no one would know. Okay. Oh right, okay, they've got these correct. So this was updated about a month, no, 2 months ago now. 337 was, and the rest have been like that for quite a while now. They're really slow getting around to doing this one. But yeah, new yard's right down there. That should be 20 on there, not 15. Is Hyde Park siding, which, funnily enough, has got its trap set the wrong way. And then here's Red Cow level crossing. Oh, you can't walk up there. But there should be a little access to. Okay, lovely. There isn't the. Should be the platform. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, I'm gonna get whacked by the barrel. Bang! Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck between the barrel and the wall. Okay, yeah, it works. I don't think anybody really is going to come down here. Oh, okay. You can sort of get yourself stuck, can't you? Let's look at Riverside Yard. That's a nice brewery there. Here's New Yard. And then here's Riverside down here. Okay, so they've got a... so they should be EWS wagons. And there's a test train in there as well, which they've simulated by a few of those things. There, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, that's all right. I approve. I approve. Right. I will quickly go to the gents, and then we'll play. Yeah, so I'll go to the gents, and then we'll pick something to play. Yeah, right. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Right. Boom. We don't mess about. I think we'll do the 150 again. I feel like doing the 150. The 150 was a quite fun little drive. But we're gonna do something on the hour instead of half past the hour, because they're the fast ones. They should be. So let's. That should be a fast one. Take dynamic weather off. Oh, we haven't done one the other way, have we? Ah, don't matter. Right, anyway, boom, boom. You're all good. Let's set our lights. Oh. Turn, you bastard. There we go. Happy days, boom, boom. Let's get you done. Delta Mike. I don't know why the cab lights stay on by default. Wi-Fi's been tripped for some reason. Let's just double check our Dawlish. Pass the Dawlish. Happy days. Yeah, weird that Wi-Fi's been tripped. To see. Alright, yeah. I feel at home. We'll have to try some stuff in a minute. We'll see if moving with compressor speed up, or we'll see if we pull away. If I put compressor speed up on, will it dump the brake? We'll see if that does that or not. We'll have a look in a minute. Sorry, I thought I was on that Voyager again. Let's try again. There we go. Well, let's see if I put compressor speed up then. No, does nothing. Nice. Oh, we've got a single 150 as well. Alright. Yeah, it's not got the bark. Not got the bark of a 150 at all. Let me just see. I'll use the mouse. I might be doing something wrong. Let's just see. Yeah, no, it's not. Should be that. I don't know how to describe it. I said I was going to make notes, and I haven't during the stream, so I'm going to have to look back to this later on. It's going to be, I'm going to be writing bloody War and Peace. Is that what it is? War and Peace? War and Peace. It's a pretty quick 150 if you can hit 75 near in Marsh Farm. It's pretty damn quick. Yeah, it's weird that it lets you speed, which is normally the engine will cut out about, I'm pretty certain it's about 77, 78, I think. Still a little brake test. I like the brake sounds. It's quite fun. I do like the 450s. It's a nice little drive. The little run to paint earlier was quite fun. I should have done it the other way. I don't know why we're doing it this way. Nice little ball. Nice little ball. Earlier we shot off and then I went straight to full power and then sort of jolted. Can't seem to be doing that. Castle, we'll take a little look in a minute. It's all right. Let's go. Oh shit! I did look to the left towards Exmouth. Look at that. That's quite shit. Normally that's like full of houses and stuff. That curve is not super elevated at all. It should be quite a bit flat. Right, there's Poundland Castle. Is it there? What? No. Oh, there it is. I was going to say. Is there? Just. I'm surprised that that's got nothing on it. Normally it's just houses, full of houses. An Exmouth over there, which is again houses. I'm surprised there's nothing there. Oh yeah, we haven't tried any of the garlic yet. We'll have to try some of that in a bit as well. It's weird. It should be a little small little eating meal now. Some cookies. Lovely colour though. Beautiful colour. All the way. Beautiful. Hopefully, we should just let it ride take the gradient. Just go down to 70. Well, shouldn't use any brake at all. Look at that. Nice. Beautiful. It doesn't seem like there's any super elevation at all. This should be sort of super elevated. I don't think there's any super elevation. That's not LED! What? No! No, someone's got their wires crossed, definitely. What? Can't believe that. Got brakes, bite. To be fair, we would have been alright if I just left it at step 2, but...
Platform 1 for the 1413 Great Western Railway service to Ayton, calling at Tinman, Newton Abbot, Torquay and Ayton.
Oh! Oh dear. Look at that one. Nice. Minute early as well. So it's just jumped out of the train. It's quite nice actually. Dawlish is alright. At least they've put the doors in the right place. Oh shit, do these elevators work? The lifts work? I don't know. Maybe they do, I don't know. Anyway, let's get on the way, shall we? Oh. Hold on. Let me just... Good. I was going to say, you can't... Right, so let me just... Good. Okay, it's cutting power. I thought it was taking power in step 2, but... It is, yeah. Nice. The smoke, or the clag, isn't too bad actually. I thought it'd be more. I thought they would overdo it, but it's not too bad. I don't know if it's using the same stuff as the Just Trains stock though, or if Just Trains had any effects on the smoke at all. I've got the window open, and there appears to be no tunnel movement. Like, you go into these tunnels, and you can't hear yourself think half the time. It's worse on turbos, I find, though. Like, we've had drivers who... Well, it doesn't help, because turbo vigilance is really quiet, but we've had drivers that go into these tunnels, and they accidentally... because they have the windows down, they don't hear the vigilance and the brakes go in. It's happened to me once. But yeah, they're not, doesn't sound like a good reason, dare I say. So you, rock full shelter? Yeah, it needs to be much louder in these tunnels. Sean, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Right, let's get ourselves to 75. It's always fun to see if drivers will do it or not. Half the time they just sort of sell it, or they have a go and the train's slow, but I think we'll be alright. I think the 150 is a bit fast. I don't know what's going on with that gantry. That gantry is awful. Brakes feel a bit weird now. We haven't got another unit on the back. Feel a bit more lighter. Well, I'm all for it. The AI announcements are alright. They're okay. But it's... because they're AI, and you know they're not right.
To arrive at platform 2 will be the 1419 Great Western Railway service to Exmouth.
That bloke there sounds like he's putting far too much effort into the dialogue. Ooh. See, it doesn't feel meaty at all. The 150, sadly. It's lovely to drive. I'll give it that, but it doesn't sound meaty. Like it should be roaring like hell because I'm giving it full beats. It just seems a bit quiet. Curious to see where we'll go as well. If we're going to, I'm sure it should be platform number 2 and new. We haven't hit that yet. Platform number 2. Oh yeah, you can just about hear the announcer as well. I've set it just right. So it sounds like it's coming out of there instead of blaring in your ear holes. Same with the turbo as well. I'll try that turbo. I'll have to do that in a bit. We might do a little shot. We might do like I don't know, paint the Newtons or ILS that should be, but it's not, so it's weird. I don't talk about signalling. It's weird how they've chosen to upgrade some that have only recently been upgraded, but the ones that have been LED for yachts, they've not touched, they've left them as halogens, which is weird. See, they bothered with, well, I mean, there should be a few houses over there, but they bothered with detailing this and not Exmouth at all. It's a bit weird. You know, just put my controls away. That would be lush. I wonder how night it is on there. That's what we have to want the night there. Bang. Like that tree. See how we're doing. Are we going into oh, we're going in the 1, I think. Used to be the way. The lighting is very odd. Hackney Yards? Some little shit over there. Axles? Cement mixers. There's a good. Normally you can see the signal from here. But there's far too many trees. Happy days, thank you. There needs to be some portable AWS magnet for those TSRs. Put that stop on this magnet.
Platform 1 for the 1426 Great Western Railway Service
Yeah.
to Payton.
Yeah, why did that step up when...
Torquay and Payton.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put that sign there near the magnet. Oh, they've... Oh. Oh. Oh, they've not... They've morphed two magnets into one another to make it look like a bidirectional magnet. Which is a bit funny. How are we doing? 26? Easy. It seems like it's announcing when they come in, not in advance. I know, yeah, I should really be nitpicking, but Ooh. Yeah, it doesn't. You put it in the full whack and nothing. It doesn't sound like it's powering much at all. So this is the 35 here, TSR. TSRs are nice, but feels like on every drive there is a TSR. That's good. I'm glad they've got that custom signal in. It's nice. Do you like that? That they've got the little sticker there that someone's put. You see a lot of that. You see a lot of this like scratched out with a WSP sticker put over, or someone's just written WSP on the desk. Quite nice, a little bit of rust here and there. I know they try and keep it pristine as per the sort of licensing, but it's not bad. Some of these are in really a bad state though. Some are like the paint's flaking off, and that's why I like the 1.9s or the 1.8s, because we've just got a sticker on them, which then the corners are soon coming off because people like peeling things. Which is annoying because, like, oh, whoa, flashbanged. Okay, that's quite cool. I've only just noticed now that the camera controls glow in the dark, which they do in real life, of course, but that's cool. Alright, that's cool. But yeah, like these new stickers, it's on the caps. People just love peeling them, so like the corners will be flaking up. This chair as well, it's the hardest thing in the world. It is absolutely hard as nails. Like basically it's a bit of foam with a bit of plywood underneath. Second hand side down. Oh, hello, okay. Is that it? You can't go on the second hand side. Camera voice. Okay. How's the wiper, actually? How does the wiper sound? Yeah. It's alright. Not really annoying. It's fine. Might do a little shuffle with it, just to say, oh, we've done it, we'll play with it. This isn't this tree really along here, it's you see that repeated quite a distance away. Along here, I can remember having to come in at caution because there was like this little embankment up here. Like a couple of these trees had fallen down, and they were just like cutting the side of this full turbo. And I've stopped here before because this bulb had blown on that signal. That's quite fun. But then what wasn't fun was having to traverse the long section at sort of 20. There's a bloody bowl. Right down there, a lovely tour. I feel like the brake sounds are a bit delayed, like the release of them. Like now, the brake is fully off, and then it goes. They're not bitey. The brakes are not bitey like they should be.
1434, Great Western Railway service to Payton, calling at Torquay and Payton. Ayton.
We're getting a patent, and I want to fiddle about with the guards panel. I want to see how well they've done the guards panel. And I watched the stream yesterday, and I'm not too sure. Not too sure. I think it's better than some previous guards panels that they've done, but I'm not too sure. We should see the IT actually as well, but the IT works a bit different because. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Door. This one's turned off. Nice. I keep fucking doing that because I think I'm in the Voyager. I keep pressing like the hold button to hold the brake. Yeah, it's not. It should be loud, really loud. Loud. It's not. It's just really quiet. I feel like they've changed the camera. The way the camera collides with stuff. No, I don't want to deregister, I just want it on. Can we actually press any more buttons? Can't do emergency, can't do a we'll do a brightness test, can't do any menu, can't do that. Hit SG though. Should be a two. Where they put the 2-car marker? I wanna know.
Western Railway service to Ayton. Calling at Ayton only.
I don't think they put one on. Well, no, there ain't a 2-car stop marker. It's down here. It's 2 to 5, I think. No, 2 to 4, and then there's a Voyager 1, a 4. No. Yeah, no, it's 2 to 4, and then there's a 4 to 5 VT one for Voyagers on this post. Oh well. Oh well. I'm having fun. It's nice. Not sure about all the palms in the middle though. They're not there. I can tell you that. Someone's had a field day with them. And all the drains as well. All the a million drains. I've done it again. Keep thinking about the fucking Voyager. There's someone, I don't know who, and I've never been able to find it, but I'm talking to colleagues. Apparently there's a person in one of these houses around here on this sort of curve, or it's around here, It's this, actually, it's around here, actually. When we get there. So we go around this curve, and there's like houses up here. Apparently they've got like a London Underground like signal or something. Drivers can see it when they're going through. I've never been able to see it from the back cab at all. But yeah. Do I enjoy Trace of Worlds or Trace of Classic World? It's a difficult one. Now that... Oh wow, we got the route straight in. Happy days. Thought the day would never come. Now that Trace of World has got controller support, and by controller support I mean like PS controllers and PVCs and stuff like that. Oh, sorry. I enjoy it a lot more. I can be a lot more immersed in Trace of World, but Trace of World is not perfect, as we know. So for a proper sort of realistic or simulation experience, I always go to Trace of Classic. Like, this is great, but it's not 100%, not 100% at all, sadly. And I enjoy the freedom that you have with Trace of World. Like, I can go and walk about, I can spawn trains in, do what I want, set a route. But yeah, it's not, doesn't feel simulatory to me enough. I do enjoy the timetable. I like that, you know, you can come and go in at any time of day, and it's, yeah, you don't have to go hunting for a scenario. You can just drive trains, which is fun. Right, Peyton now. Going straight into number 1 as well, so we've got to do a shunt, actually. So we'll stick with this. We'll stick with this unit. We'll do a shunt. Well... No, that's not correct. There should not be a stencil indication. And it's 15 regardless. There should be a... Don't know why there's a multiple 15 station signs there. Speed signs, not station signs. We're going to do a north end shot? I wonder. I don't know. I think steam train's coming in. The sun is coming in. Stop short. Let's...
Platform
Beautiful.
1 for the 1444 Great Western Railway service to...
Right, I don't know what we're doing. Are we doing a little...
only.
Right, this... Okay, so this... You should not be able to open this door whilst I'm keyed in here. This, when you key in, it isolates this door unless I key in here and do all my panel stuff. Anyway, right, let's go from here. So let's do it as I normally would. So we key in, flip our local. That light would come on, but I can't actually. It doesn't look like it's. Doesn't look like it's working at all. To be fair. And okay, can I open the door? Knock myself out. Oh, you can't actually. You've got whack. You've got to step onto the train. Okay. Passenger door has become stuck. Identify manually operate the doors when stick it. I thought we turned faults off. Thank you. It's good, that will stay. Well, we've locked the doors though. What's the issue? Bills are off. Want me to relock them? No, actually, no. Fuck that. Actually, also, let's key in here. Walk down here. Key in here. Nope. No buzzer. There shouldn't. There should be a buzzer. You can't key in to 2 or more places on a 150, or was it scream at you? Right. Let's. I don't know what it's moaning at. There shouldn't be a hustle alarm when open or shutting the local door. It should just be not a hustle. I don't know what it wants. I don't know what it wants us to do. Get off! Does it want me to do it using this? Do it the shitty old-fashioned way. Oh, it's really bugs. Oh no. Okay. Quite happy with that. Lovely little run. Enjoyed that. Right, let's stay with this because we were going to do the test the guard stuff, but we've done that. Evening, Sam. 4051. Oh yeah, we're not going to wait for that. It's weird though. We've got train folks off because they're shite. Excuse me. Bloody hell. Got this weird cold or something. No, not that. General. Allow random behaviours. What's that? Random behaviours. Random behaviour. Random behaviours. So what's behaviours? What's random behaviours? Is that like doors getting stuck? Okay, maybe it is. I'm not too sure. Can we turn train faults off because they're arse really? This I'm not too sure about. Signal delays. We've had none of that so far, or it seems, unless they're branded as that to get around the slow dispatcher. I'm not too sure. Right, we're not going to wait for that 150 bit. Message on Discord. Right, let's go back on here. Boom. Give the turbo a little bit of love, shall we? Let's do a little. Should we do a little shunt? Oh, let's do that. So what I quite like is that they split the weights. So sometimes you'll be sitting in Dawlish Warren for about half an hour to allow like two trains to pass you. Or if you're late and then you lose your path and then you sit in there for ages as well. Oh, that's it. Sit outside. You're good, yep. Oh yeah, you don't work. Yeah, so it's nice that they've split the sort of timetables that you can bypass that if you want it. You can get in, and you can either stay with, you get in the Warren, you can either stay with the train and wait it out, or you can exit and pick it back up, which is quite nice. Anyway, right. Here's Dawlish Warren, so this is a starting signal, so really we shouldn't be able to go until this is stepped up. Here's the IT, and it's coming to a red. So this is our first signal delay, it must be then. That's going to bugger us up a little bit. yeah, we should be off any moment now. And we are all stops. No, we've got no marsh bar. Lovely. No marsh bar. That will catch you out. They will catch you out. They catch us out. They do. So Thomas, yeah. Starcross, no marsh bar. No marsh bar. It's weird. Some of our diagrams are weird. You do like all stops, and you'll miss out Marsh Barton, or you'll be fast from, let's say, Dawlish Warren, but you'll stop at Marsh Barton. And then go to Exmouth. Sometimes you'll be fast, so you'll like Exeter or St David's Central, Digby, but they'll put St James in just to confuse you. Right, she stepped up. Let's go. Oh, I'm gonna open the door just to pretend the window's down, because I always have the window down when I work, or whenever I'm working. The trouble with Dawlish Warren is sometimes you will leave here, sometimes you'll signal yellow quite often, because the Starcross, in real life, the axle counter for the signal at Starcross is past the station, so you have to wait. So you have to wait for the train that's past you to basically pass through Starcross. Also, the signal protecting Starcross, or so yeah, the axle counter for the signal protecting Starcross is past the station, so the train that's overtaking you has to pass through the station. But because during that time, it will just lock this signal at red, so sometimes you'll be held here for a bit. Depending on how fast or slow that train is overtaking you. This is difficult to describe, but I know what I mean. We also had an issue recently where there's an automatic signal just past Powden. So it's the first automatic signal pass on the up as you pass Powden crossing. That was having some issues with its track circuits for some reason, so they held that at red, and then they did long block working from this signal back there, which was a pain, because you had to then wait for, like, let's say that train's overtaking us now, you had to wait until it got to Powden before we could actually move, and it cost us sort of like 10 minutes at a time. Just by doing long block work. Can't wait to have an upgraded turbo. I don't know if with the revamp, if the physics have been changed, because I find the brakes far too pushy. They are a bit, turbos in real life, they are very hit and miss. You get some really good turbos, or you get some really bad ones. So it's often that drivers use full service quite a bit, because the brakes are crap, absolute crap. It's like it's like this. It's very bushy. Like step one does bugger them, basically. Stop all in the right place? No, they haven't, but we'll stop where the stopboard should be. We'll just pass it. There's no stopboards on there. Where are they? Yeah, they haven't got any stop boards. So the stop board for the 3 to 4 is on here. But they've moved it now to, so that's just 2. So this is like 2 to 3 here, and then a 4 tower is down here. I think it's on this pole actually. Bloody hell, there's tons of people getting up at Starcross. And also the platform is low, quite low at Starcross. I want my sound pack back, or sound mod back for the turbo. And my FOV to be back. FOV to be just a tad wider. God knows, that's what I want. So yeah, right, next up St Thomas. Don't stop at Large Bar, which is quite nice. Might need to do a Riviera on EV. It would be nice, although there would be there'd need to be a lot of sort of ground, like terrain stuff that you need to alter. So especially coming out of between St Thomas and, or coming out of Exeter, St David's, coming out of St David's to or Marsh Barn, it's all flat. You're not up in the air like you are, well, in real life. So you have to do a ton of terrain there. The default Riviera line, I have no idea who did that or where they got their signalling plans from, because it's all over the place. The signalling, paintbrush. They've like added in signals that do not exist, which is mad. I do not know. Do not know how that happened, but yeah. It would be nice, but that's the trouble now. Train Classic is sort of, it's not the priority for anybody anymore, and it's relying on third parties to basically keep it going, because Train to World's the next generation train sim. Oh, it must have been, but they just make out, they made up fictitious blocks. So like Tor to Newton Abbot West Junction is one block, and they had split that into, I think it was like a couple of blocks, which is just mad. It's nice. It's a nice room. Though the turbo is a bit slow. If it's on par, we should hit 90 by, well, on the Exminster Straight, which we're not doing, near the end of the Exminster Straight. Luckily we're not stopping at Marsh Barn, so that's what gives us a bit of leeway. That's the thing, you take out Marsh Barn and then you sit at St Thomas for a little while. Or if you're fast, you have a little bit of time at Marsh Barn, then you leave and then you sit outside St David's for a little. That's all it is. So like Marsh Barn, yeah. Always make up a little bit of time with Marsh Barn. She's going now. sort of going, but it's still, you know, we'd be sort of riding 90. Even if this 165, so I found the form far better. 101, no, 102, no, 10, no, it's 101 and 102, 103 Exeter that we think are beasts. So 158798, beast 158. Right, 90. Happy days. We'll ride this now until we hit March Ride. Can you increase your volume? I'll increase my volume. There you go. Is that better? The trouble, the turbo drowns me out. Hopefully that's a bit better. Oh, hello. Why are we've got a red at St Thomas. Happy days. We got one at Dornish Warren, but I am sort of worried that I reckon we'll pull into St Thomas, I'll open the doors and it will step up. Excuse me. That's what they'll call signal delays, I reckon. Nope, still red at St Thomas. There's the Alpington branch, scrap branch. See, I'm coming in a little slower than I normally would, just because I don't really want to trip TPWS here. I don't know what the trip speed is actually for this signal. We've got to stop here anyway. Is there a company policy for chasing yellows or creeping up to the reds like max speed? Not that I'm aware of. I know it's a bit different now. It's leaf season. Leaf season changes everything. Really, there seems to be you're a lot more cautious during leaf season. They do, what's it, like 2040 or something? I've forgotten. There's some acronym that we use. 40 meters, 20 miles an hour, 40 meters or something like that. I'm not too sure. I'm spouting bollocks there, I think. Not that I'm aware of. I know I've been told that Southwestern have a policy that you should be doing sort of 15 at the RAM, at the AWS RAM, or the magnet, sorry. For us, I'm not too sure. They do. I know from a driver's point of view, there is a lot of. They do a lot of like respect the reds sort of talk all the time. And especially on this route, there's been a lot of TPWS trips. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it would surprise me. I always try and aim for 20 at the ramp. That's what I try to aim for. 25 at a push. There we go. That must have been I think that's a signal delay there. Oop. But But hey, you know, as long as you don't spam, as long as everybody's safe at the end of the day, then who's to say what you shouldn't do? Anyway, right, Echo 35 now. Now, in theory, we should be going into platform number 1. So it is approach release, but you don't see it step up. If the route is set, it should, as we round this corner, it should be should have stepped up, but we'll see. I like this limiter shunt because it's called low sum. Oh, hello. Please don't do approach release in the. It's doing it like that. Oh. Lovely little detail. They've got the stop markers in the forefoot there. That was a recent addition. So they've been there for, it's got to be 8 months, 8-9 months now. It's to help with when you're coming out of the depot and shunting behind Echo 35. There should be some along here as well for these for this GPL as well. What's that? Have they got the stopping positions right for the Southwest? I don't think they do. Don't know, they might have. So a 6 car has to pull all the way down for Southwestern. See, look at these brakes. Shocking. And the reason they've got to pull all the way down is A, it saves the phone, well, it saves them drawing forward to get the GPL into, or the position light into New Yard. If they're down there, they're already occupying the track circuit that requires the position light to go off. So, yeah, pretty much. I enjoyed that with the turbo. It's alright. The brakes are shit, but hey. It's weird that I don't know. I don't know if they got outdated. They can't. The thing is, though, with the outdated camera eyes, a lot of the signals are the same, or should be as. I don't know. I do not know, because like Dawlish Warren, those signals that we started against, they were halogen. A couple of months ago, and I fed back to them. Saying, oh, these have been changed. I doubt you'll get them in because it might not fit with the time period that you're doing, but heads up. And they've done them, but they've done fuck all. They haven't done everybody else, or done all the other ones, which it's weird. And from I guess from a non-person or for a person who is not local here, it will make bugger all difference. But to me, who this is my bread and butter, it does my nutting. It really does. Let's. Is there a short thing with the IET? I don't really want to do a lot. What was 10 o'clock now? Don't really want to do a long thing with the IET. Let's do something out of Lara, shall we? Oh, let's do something at night. Yeah, let's do something at night. That's a good shout, actually. Oh. Find that 10-minute one. Do that one. Should be alright. See how it is in the night. I'm not too sure how it'll be. But we'll see. And then I've got to go. Or I'll go and I'll write up my thoughts and post them on the forum. Oh no, I forgot. I haven't got God mode. I've got the God mode, so you see all these starry... see all the stars in the sky.
TPWS and AWS operational.
It's not. It was all isolated. Happy days, that's better. Pop you in. Oh, that's cool. Like the ATP lineup. But the brightness does bugger all. The brightness knob on the ATP does bugger all. That's nice. Well done. Well done for that. Right, let's get ourselves going, shall we? Oh. That brake hold was non-toggable. You hit it once and it holds, you hit it again and it unholds. It's a bit weird. It's 25 out of Plymouth. I'm on dimmed, aren't I? Yeah. These headlights are doing fuck all. What? Even full is like madly bright. Full is doing bugger. You can just see it there on the floor. That is terrible. All right, we'll roll full, but it's quite poor. IT headlights are bright as anything. It's a bit better, but oh my word, God. Yeah, it's a bit crap, the headlights are. Very crap. Whoa. ATP is cool though. Just wish it was a bit more, well, I wish the bloody brightness thing worked. She is. I think it's approach release over Lipson. That's what I'm assuming though. We'll see. Thank you. I think I'm speeding a little bit, but It's alright. It's annoying there's no speed set. Which, well, I don't find it annoying. But I think for some people, they might want it. Or, I don't know, just make it easy. Some Voyagers stay within there. Single yellow, didn't we? Thought we had a bill on, but it's A. Yeah, these headlights are so dim. I've had... I swear the 47 or some units are far brighter than this. Another thing I'm going to have to test, if the position lights into like New Yard at Exeter approach, like you hit the occupy the track circuit and they step up. Because one of the things I hate in Trains of the World is like you're going into a depot and you're like on a long straight and you get checked down to the shunt and you can see the shunt already pulled off way ahead of you and you think it's not how it should work. Are we reversing here? Yeah. Oh, we're going right down to the Mount Gould, I think it is. Very bouncy, the suspension is. Oh, it's the seat. The seats are very, very bouncy. So do we turn around here, or is it... No, just servicing platform. Okay, alright. So you just stable here, I'm assuming. You don't actually take it into the depot and... Alright. Yeah, it's a bit... Unless there's like a part... There we go, right, boom, boom, boom. Happy days. All right, there we go. Yeah, that's it. I've had fun. I've had fun with the with Riviera. Yeah, I've had quite a bit of fun. The 150's nice. Some of the engine sounds are quite questionable. Overall, it's great. The guard bit on the 150 is a bit meh. IC is lovely. I quite like it. Haven't checked out the guard and stuff. We'll have to do that at some point. Voyager's all right. I found its brakes at low speed were a bit shit. That's really it for train wise. The route's lovely. The route is lovely. I'm very anal that some of the signals are not right. They're not the correct type. Some of the signalling sequences are wrong as well. And that the new features are a bit hit and miss as well, I find. Like I've turned off the faults because they're just constantly engine stalling. Like, you know, stop, start, stall, stop, start, stall. And it's just constant, and it don't feel realistic at all. TSRs are nice, they're a bit repetitive. There's no warning to them as well. Like they said there would be like a brief or something before you go into a scenario or something. None of that. So it's a bit disappointing. Yeah, it's all right. It is all right. It's nice. It's a nice route. Wait for a few mods, and it will probably be really nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not too disappointed by it, dare I say. So yeah, I hope you've had fun. Thanks for coming along, joining me for the ride. Yeah, it's been great. Anyway, right. I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming along, guys.